recording. Talked.
33 or 37% of the eligible football players were in the portal last week.
Yeah,
That's not
can
right.
you make a motion to?
Can't blame the kids though. It's not the kids.
Right.
I don't think they're carrying it weight.
Well, neither should the federal government. They want to get them involved in it too.
You know, if
That's
that's
the
up their
last thing
alley.
I heard. Way to get Congress involved. No, you guys need to control your own water.
It's-
For a Monday.
We already had that discussion.
Still
with national
they took it out.
They won't do without taking a pen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag, of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everybody. I will call the meeting to order. We have a quorum. I will take a motion to approve the agenda and the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion on it? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
Morning.
Morning, Rich.
Did some checking on the new dump trucks. It sounds like maybe we'll see one in February, maybe possibly. They got 3 of them that might be ready to go in February and then in March, so depending on how we circulate that. So they're still on. They're all getting outfitted right now. Not much on maintenance and stuff this last week, but this week I'm gone Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and so is Kimberly, and I don't know, Colton's sick today, so we'll see if the staff, if we got any staff this week or not, so just might be a little thin up there, but just to let you know that, so. Otherwise, not much maintenance to discuss.
Okay, I have a question, sir. Back on January 2nd, you sent an email to Jackie with a resolution for authorizing you for
Oh.
construction or emergency closures of roads. Has anybody got back to you about it, that they like it?
I like it, and I think there's one other county that has done it in the past, so,
Well, that's just Boone
okay.
that done it.
I think it's a good idea. I really like that. I'll admit that I don't always, when we go to construction, I don't always get a resolution for you guys to have the road closed. I kind of always, we've got the project in the program. It needs to be closed to do the work. I've looked at some past things and it seems as it's on and off sometimes, but that would cover us to not have to come every time to have you guys create a document to close a road for construction, then open it back up when we're done, or
Emergency is the biggest thing.
emergency things too.
Yeah,
So,
Emergency
and I
closure.
don't think the code requires you guys in an emergency to do it, but I mean, that if it's a document that covers everything.
Right.
So I think it's a good idea to do it.
Okay, we'll just
create a
have to put it on the
resolution.
agenda for.
Get it in the work county's name.
Yeah.
On the agenda.
Yeah. So,
It makes things flow
Takes
better.
a little
It's like signing the documents for your road projects.
Right.
Exactly.
You can sign them, they're your projects, you know,
Right.
we don't need to sign them. So I treat that the same way, and then emergencies, they just happen.
So I think it's a good idea.
okay. You guys got any questions for Rich?
I don't-
I don't either. Thank you, Rich. Project updates and change orders. I see that we've got approve a pay estimate for Madsen Construction. Do you have there?
There's 3 of them here, so.
All Madsen?
Thank you.
Get 3 copies, it's probably the same pay.
Oh, it
You
could
guys
be,
sign it
yeah.
3 times. That's what it is.
That's exactly right.
Is that from D and K?
No,
Yeah, he's looked at it.
is that from who? Oh, yeah, Jason's already signed off on it.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll motion to approve the pay request for Madison Construction.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on that? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign, motion carries.
If you haven't been by, the exterior walls are up, raised.
I did, so, by the other day. Pretty good.
Yep, that's our self-effective, but ready for Certainly trusses or whatever.
Yeah, whether, I don't know if they'll do that first or maybe do some, the couple interior walls that need to be done, but I get some good weather this week. They were pretty hard.
First couple days looks good, so.
And I haven't heard anything about the erection. All the steel's laying out there.
Right. I talked to Jason last Friday, he said, probably in February. We'll start doing some steel erections there, finishing or working on a project somewhere else, and then they're coming here to start steel, so we thought February.
Okay, drainage. I didn't see anything for drainage. Was there anything?
No.
I do have a question for you guys though.
Yep.
DD 14. The railroad owes us $202,000 and they haven't paid the bill. And when I checked with the auditor's office, everybody else has pretty much paid theirs.
Okay.
We need to think about possibly getting a lawyer involved sooner rather than later, so you guys can think that over and,
We use our drainage charting for that or what?
well, I would think so.
Yeah, this way,
They owe
if
it.
the law falls back on anything, it's drainage law, so.
Yeah,
I would use Ryan for that, so that's just something I just threw it out there to see what you guys thought.
Yeah.
We can possibly put it on the agenda for next time.
It's not like they didn't know about it, we worked with them, worked through them for.
oh, yeah.
And they replied
Yeah.
to the original where they wanted where they put
They were gonna separate that. Weren't they gonna split it at the tracks and do tile differently, and the railroad said no, they wanted that crossing through there?
well, they wanted, and how'd they do that with a borer?
Yeah, they bored it through.
They bored it and that's not cheap.
No,
Right,
So, but it is a pretty hefty bill,
oh yeah.
yeah.
202,000, so.
Got the other 5 or 6.
I just thought I'd bring it to your attention.
Railroad ought to pay theirs.
Claims. We
I
have pending claims.
I'll motion to approve the pending claims.
I'll second.
I have a motion, a second to approve pending claims. Any further discussion on any of them? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carries. Reports, we got the recorder's report
And first report.
and clerk record.
I'll motion to approve the reports.
Second.
I have a motion, a second to approve the reports. Is there any further discussion on that? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries. I didn't see any liquor. I didn't see any addendums to agreement with law enforcement. Next up is an amendment to the scope of work for Johnson Controls for the fire alarms. All the amendment does is says any equipment and or services provided pursuant to this amendment to the scope of work shall be provided pursuant to the terms and conditions of the agreement between the parties. The agreement is modified herein constitutes entire agreement between the parties, which can be modified only by a written agreement signed by both parties. Is there a motion to approve this?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve this. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign, motion carries. Next, we have resolution 2026 -02. Which is basically would you like me to read it all, or did you pick up on it? About the fact of they would like the departments that have mostly office people in them to only be required to go to this safety training and reporting 6 times a year instead of 12. In other words, every other month. Any discussion about that?
No, that should be good.
Okay. I will take a motion to approve resolution 2026-02.
I will make that a motion.
I'll second that.
I will, second, we'll do a roll call vote. Smeby,
Aye.
Stone,
Aye.
Lowberg, aye. Motion carries. I guess we'll skip the next two because it's not 9 o'clock. And we'll go to buildings and grounds. Did you find anybody to do the?
Yeah, Steve's gonna come look at that this
I
week.
can look at it, otherwise I'd probably wait and see if you could look. I know you haven't two, three guys looking at it.
No, he said he'd come up this week, take a peek and see if there's something we can do or not, so.
Perfect.
I'll let you guys know what he thinks or what he says.
It's just that one wall, right?
Yeah,
There's one wall, but
Yeah.
there's, yeah.
Down the
A little
road.
early, there's a window
Way up there.
window that needs to be repaired,
For the
yeah.
board meeting for the librarians.
It only goes like half shut, is it?
Yeah, something, so just have a look at the windows, make sure that's all,
Gotcha.
just kind of look everything over up
They're
there.
on the fair, get it.
Touch it up there, yeah.
Fixed.
Is there anything else on buildings and grounds?
I don't know, did they get the flagpole? I
Oh,
told Lynn about the flagpole.
I guess I didn't look.
I didn't look either. Come in the back.
I told him about the flagpole and the gutter.
sounds lit. I'm sure we'll get to it, so.
That clip or whatever they had to do.
There must be a clip on the road or something.
Thank you, Rich.
They were, told them about whether they've done it yet or not, I don't.
Okay.
You can check.
They wanted weather to get it.
They don't get it done today or tomorrow.
Right.
Oh, it's nice.
Right.
Melissa, are you on?
Yep. Today, I'm meeting with Brooke and Heartland Power to talk about the interchange right before the board meeting. So our board meeting's here at 11:30. And then on Wednesday, the advisory board meeting is in Scarville. And then Thursday, I have a NICOG meeting. And Monday, there's going to be a Home Base Iowa dedication in the city of Joyce at 3 p.m. at the community center.
What time?
3.
3. Yep.
See you. Remind me next week.
I will do that.
You guys got anything for Melissa?
No.
Thank you, Melissa. We'll see you at 11:30.
You bet.
Mark said that they shortened the gutters over at Public Health, and Jesse said the flagpole's fixed.
All right.
Thank you.
That's right. They're gonna cut those off so we get the ice off the sidewalk.
AJ, you got anything on wastewater?
Nope.
Department head discussion, anybody?
Just some information I thought was really neat. We've been doing a lot of commercial, having Vanguard, and we actually went to the new wedding venue museum in Manly. Very nice. That thing is, it's almost done. They're gonna try to have an opening date in May. It's really neat upstairs. They've got a whole dedicated library to history and all the books and records. And it's a facility that can hold up to 198 people. They wanted to do it bigger, but then they'd have to have sprinklers and that would have been another $1 million cost. But it's gonna be really neat. I think it's gonna be a good addition. So just sort of people start asking, May is when they're probably gonna try to do their open house. So, yeah. That's it.
Good.
Okay, any other department heads got any comments? Okay, supervisors got any comments? I have one. Workshop, 9 a.m. Wednesday.
Yes. I can do it.
We'll make it work.
And I know Jackie can make it work. I can make it work. Jesse can make it work. So,
Okay. She just wanted to know a yes or a no, so.
yes, it's a yes. It's on. Yep. So I guess we will, it's not 9 o'clock, so I guess. I don't know if everybody's here yet.
Good jobs out there.
There's a couple people out there, I believe.
Kurt, you the only one showing up?
Oh, we got more coming.
Okay.
Can we wait?
Well, yeah, that's fine. We just. if
I'll
you
just
guys are
re-
ready to hold you up.
No,
No,
I'll just recess the meeting till 9,
yep, we'll wait till you guys are ready, so it's.
and then yep.
Yep, no problem.
A little before 9.
Yep, we're ahead of schedule, so.
Good, Mr. Speedy over there.
Yeah.
It's kind of slow today, 7 minutes.
14.
And pause the recording.
I will reconvene the meeting. Let's first, because I don't know most of you, tell us your name and what library you represent.
I'm Angie, I'm at the Fertile Library.
Lisa Lester, and I'm at the Kensett Library. Marlene Leanne at the Joyce Library. Nancy Walk from Grafton.
Who you got on Zoom? Anybody?
I think that was Amanda from Hamlin Town was gonna try to.
Yeah,
Zoom
Zoom.
in.
Good.
And then
Okay, thank
Emily
you.
has
Well, go ahead.
did you guys get copies? Did we get them? You,
We haven't seen him, our auditors go on today, so we haven't seen.
no worries. Marlene is prepared.
Mine doesn't work on it, you know. Mine doesn't.
It's got it's partly on there. So the top one would be the current one and then the previous years
Oh,
are on there.
I'm sorry, you know, they're all different. I didn't make copies for everybody because
No, that's okay, Marty.
It's all right.
like,
You
I
just
think
do
you've got the
So
top one
the
here.
top one's the current and then the previous years.
Here's an actual
Yep.
from the last one.
We're not really acting on anything today, so.
No.
we'll get
Yeah.
the floor.
It would be this one, I propose.
Yep.
Perfect.
Sorry, I could have made copies, but I didn't realize it.
Let's take care of it.
You need another?
I put copies in 2003.
Maybe. There's
same
the
as this.
propose.
Yeah, that one.
There you go.
You remember? I don't- 23. Okay, we have asked for an increase this year. Cost of things just keep going up. I mean, and we've also lost one of the major book vendors. Where we could get, Baker and Taylor went out of business. And they give substantial discounts to libraries for buying, so like, 40% off per book. Which made things a little more cost effective. With them being out of business, I think most people have had to go to like Amazon. Or, so we're paying a little more for books than we have previously. Now, I did hear that somebody is buying them. So that could come back online to where we can get back to the higher discounts. So books are just a little more expensive right now. And we know you guys always have done the best you can and given us what you can, so we know that you do that. We all do fundraising, grants, bring in what we can. I don't know if anybody else has the levy. Did you guys have a levy at all? We've lost $3,000 from our budget over the last couple of years because of the levy.
The city levy or?
Yeah, like, so,
or the-
yep, we had a levy voted in by the city for, I think it's 3 cents or whatever it is for the library tax. But because of the state law that they changed, we've lost that 3,000. So that's been it's been a hit to our budget.
Yeah.
That's.
Hamlin Town
a
has
book
lost it
budget
too.
Basically gone. So we've noticed that, and it's just, everybody's just trying to do what we can. We write grants. WCBA is great for our county. There's a lot of things that we get taken care of that, that we wouldn't normally be able to. With cracked bathroom tile that got fixed. When big appliances go out, we can get those handled. So that is super helpful, but just basic running the library is just costing more than it was.
I noticed on here, normally we give the counties the same amount to each one of these libraries. Is this just a typo where Grafton's getting more?
I think it
Yeah.
did.
Oh,
$786.
$786.
I take no responsibility.
I'm gonna take it as a typo.
Yes, we all got this.
We can
I know,
for our own.
Yeah, but it's
Just plead the fifth.
Well,
That's all right.
you guys got any comments or questions or anything?
Oh, we'll have to look them over a little more, I guess, and
Yeah, we get the we're getting the same.
Yeah, yep, it's
Same
everywhere.
situation from the state, you know,
Yep,
trimming back on us as well, so we
Yeah.
we
Yep.
try our hardest to keep these in, because
Yep.
we do value library.
we know you do. You've always been good to us, so.
Taking into account, I would like to mention to you, I'm on the North Iowa Children's Alliance. And we earmarked $15,000 towards the libraries in Hancock and Saragota and Worth County. And the Northwood Library put in a grant for $250 for story hour books. Allentown did 1,000 for interactive story hour, and Manly did 1,000 for bookworm project, whatever those things are. I would like to, because of the lack of involvement the libraries have put into that, we opened that thing back up till January 23rd.
Okay,
You got 2 weeks to come after some of this money. And, you know, I can't believe you wouldn't want free books.
oh, yes, we take
That's what-
money wherever we can get it.
What's that?
Captain got that, received that this year. Not last year, but this year we did.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
for the coming.
this is the coming year. Last year
Received it.
Grafton got one for Partners for Children last year.
Okay.
That there was like,
So,
3 years ago, there was like maybe one library that got it.
That was me.
And then the next year, there's like a couple, and last year, as I recall, there wasn't anybody, so it's quite a few years ago.
Last.
But this is a whole new deal with North Iowa Children's Alliance.
okay, I think I saw that email like I just.
Yeah,
See that?
I think I got an
Friday.
email off.
Lacey Waller is the director, and you're
Okay.
gonna get another email, and you got 2 weeks to come after some.
Oh, I know what I'm doing this
And then-
afternoon.
I'm thinking of the one from Jill McKean.
Yeah, you're thinking of Partners for Children. This is a brand new one. Did you guys get the email from North Iowa Children's Alliance on this?
I believe.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I got one this week, or last week, I guess.
Well, I'm just bringing it to your attention.
The grant of 100 children's books for
Yes.
free.
Yep,
I was wondering from Lacey whether I could justify adding that many more.
Okay, let's back up. Not only do we open this thing up to everybody that hadn't applied till January 23rd, if you have applied and you're getting money, you can get more.
okay,
Is it 15,000 per county?
Yep.
No, it's 15,000 for all 3 counties. The
Right.
highest one we got right now is Mason City Library, 1,500. Well, we got a lot of money into
it's not
this.
just for books, or it is,
That you gotta figure out with Lacey.
okay,
Lacey
I'll-
she has a list of the
okay,
books that you can get.
okay,
We're not gonna put some books in libraries.
yeah, okay.
So I just was bringing to your attention, you should
Yes,
get an
no, that's
email
great.
for the, and you got till the 23rd of January to come after this money with an RFP.
Okay,
So, and you can find out from
Perfect.
Lacey what you can do and what you can't do with it.
I will check into that this afternoon, because I don't turn down free money.
But I'm more concerned with the fact you're aware of it,
Yes,
that, or you got the original email, which would have come back here November, December.
Hmm.
Did you get an email from the?
Not that soon. I got the original one when I was still in the hospital. I've only recently been emailing back and forth with it.
We're just, I mean, we've been working on budgets.
Yeah.
Christmas parties and, but yes, definitely, thank you for
Yeah.
sending the date.
But anyway,
'Cause-
yeah, like undoubtedly Manly, Allentown and Northwood know who to contact, so,
yes.
alrighty?
We're here, yeah.
I'm just bringing it to your attention. I don't wanna see
Yes.
it.
No, yeah, free money is always, we'll take it.
Okay, well, thank you for coming in.
Thank
We
you
will look
so
at
much.
this
Thank you, guys.
and see where we're at.
Your folder back. I will accidentally steal it.
You guys want copies of this one?
You got it there, we did.
The next group in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might need to get copies of that for Jackie. I don't know if they emailed her or. Cause as of Friday, we had not.
No, right. So
Never shared here.
So that should be good.
You don't need it?
You wanna keep it?
I want this one here, but I was just gonna have you make copies.
Oh, 1627. Yeah, right, that's what, yeah.
We'll make copies before you
I don't
leave.
think it's fine.
Yeah.
You're gonna, what do you, how much? I've got 4 sheets, 5 sheets.
I got 3.
I'll check with you after the meeting.
Okay.
Worth County Extension,
Yes, that's us.
go ahead.
Thank you for the time. Amy Unselman is our regional director, and we have Mike Rubatch here, and Dennis Shapiro is also on the extension board with me. So just a couple of things we'll go over here on behalf of Iowa State University Extension and Outreach, Worth County. I respectfully submit a proposal requesting continued funding in the amount of $30,000 to support the extension programming in Worth County for the fiscal year 2007. Historically, the board support has been instrumental in delivering high-quality youth development and adult education programs that directly benefit Worth County residents. Continued funding will allow Iowa State University Extension and Outreach Worth County to sustain and strengthen these efforts. Youth development and fair programming. Extension has provided outstanding leadership and coordination for youth development initiatives, including 4-H programming and educational activities which support their participation in Worth County Fair and Iowa State Fair. These efforts foster life skills, leadership development, and civic engagement among youth. Additionally, Worth County youth have earned recognition both on the state and national levels for leadership, officer development, and reflecting the strength and quality of local programming. Adult education and community programming. Funding also supports the programming in agricultural and natural resources as well as health and human sciences. These programs provide research-based education on topics such as agricultural production, conservation, nutrition, and family well-being and community health, helping residents make informed decisions that strengthen the economy and quality of life. The continued partnership between Worth County Board of Supervisors and Iowa State University Extension and Outreach Worth County ensures that residents of all ages have access to research-based education tailored to local needs. Our request for 30,000 or whatever fiscal 2027 will maintain staffing, programming, delivery, and outreach efforts essential for serving the county effectively. Thank you for your ongoing commitment to education and community development in Worth County. We appreciate your consideration and request and welcome the opportunity to provide additional information or discussion. The impact of extension program is in greater detail. At the bottom there, I'm sure most of you know that the Washington DC trip has been a big part of the 4-H program. Worth County is ranked #1 in the state for 10 consecutive years for the highest percentage of youth participation among traditional 4-H members. We've had many.
#1 in the state.
Yes. We've had many attend the national conference, which is in Washington DC. There's been 29. Usually, if every county participated, they'd have an average of one every 20 years, which we've had 29 of them go to Washington DC for that. State project awards, there's been 150 youth receive state project awards across livestock, human sciences, leadership, and citizenship. Program year 2025, 5 years have received awards, and the highest number in the county or in the state. Also, we've been a big supporter of the state conference. 1 year, I think it was 2006, they had 100 participants. That was 10% of the whole state. In 24, there was 25 youth. That was the highest in the state. In 23, there was 50 youth that went. That was also the highest in the state. That Washington DC trip, I don't know if any of you went on it with 4-H members, and
And Mr. 4-H man over there.
They've had
Been there,
about,
done it.
had over 1,000 people participate in that, even than their parents. And they've been a big part of the parenting fair for 20-year partnership. Reaching 12,000 participants through a long-standing collaboration with school districts and the drug-free community program. I'm not sure how they got this research, but reduced the high school substance abuse from 60 to 30%. And secured a $500,000 grant funding and family education programs, Iowa State incentive grant, 1,000 or 100,000 in sustaining funding. 93 families enrolled, 80 completed the program. So that's just some of the highlights, and we appreciate your time and consideration. Dennis is retiring. I asked him if he'd reapply, but he said no, so.
I haven't been around that long, but I think that's been a conversation since the 7 years I've been here. It's come
Yeah.
longer than that.
Dennis, some thought he'd never retire, but,
Yeah,
Yep.
He's retiring in February, wasn't
yeah, 1st of February.
This is a question here, you guys, and I don't know if you can add, the drug-free community program. You guys ever looked into applying for any of the opioid funds, and I'm not sure where we're at.
it? We got money.
We got some money there
it's
yet?
opioid funds.
So we could help out with some of that.
That's a totally separate pool of monies.
Money that was, yeah.
Does that come from the states?
The settlement that'll.
Comes from a lawsuit every year for the next 20 years. I suppose we've already got some.
Public
We
health.
get so much money. I think it's 20 years, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen like $60,000 or better
Okay,
here, and it's gonna continue to keep coming.
great.
So
That's,
these.
we can only use it for certain things, so.
Yeah, so
This-
I would sure think that would fall under some
If there's a
Everything,
project,
at least education.
education, so.
opioid education, big time is
Yeah.
definitely one of what we can do.
Who do you play?
Us.
Okay,
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. If you know there's a program you want or can do, you just come to us and say, here's what our program is, here's what we're gonna do, as long as it kind of hits the guidelines that we can spend that money on.
Yeah.
We support projects like
Okay.
that, so.
Teresa is going to the school last year, she went to Northwood School for a program.
She's doing
Who was
her
that?
mental health. Teresa Butler,
True this.
doing some mindful teens,
Okay.
mental health.
See, and isn't public health going through the schools with opioid too?
I think it's together.
Maybe they're working together, but that doesn't mean we can't get some funds there too, you know, I know Shannon's been
Maybe
really.
Teresa's different, I'm not sure,
I
but
think it might be a little different, but maybe it might hit one of the same bullet points that you're funding.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, so.
So.
And
what-
Shanna would know whether it
Whether they are or
would
not.
double up or not.
Check with Shannon, but yeah, so with the funds, if we were able to come up with these, is there gonna be a director at all there? Like.
that kind of depends, that's what we'd like.
Okay, and I know 30,000 isn't gonna fund, you know.
No, but we could, support a halftime, but we'd like to see a full-time person, and that's why we're asking, and that should help.
But weren't you looking for a halftime person a couple years ago and then that kind of fell through?
Well, that was probably for the CYC, the
Okay.
4-H.
I just remember
We
you.
do have a full-time, she's 40 hours, Teresa Butler. And then we have an office manager that's 32 hours. They're both really good. We've been real happy with them.
That's, I just, another thing I know that the extension does are the pesticide clinics, right?
That corn soybean clinic, that's been the
Soybean
biggest
clinic.
one in the state for a number of years.
And they do the spraying,
I go in and get recertified for my commercial, I do the. cheap
Right, they
video,
offer that.
Videos, but,
Mhm.
you know, I utilize it.
I think there's like 120 people there the
Yeah.
last one, right?
Yeah.
And then I think Mason City, who had would go last Friday, only had like 40 or 50, and that
Oh,
was
yeah.
8 counties.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. They know that they've been doing that down at Manly, haven't they?
Yeah, the church
Yeah,
there.
that's what I thought.
And then a year ago, fall, they had the tree program down there, had over 100 people here for that too, and that was real educational.
That's, we don't wanna see any of this disappear. It's
No.
obviously a big thing in this county. When you say, we're in that bottom 10% of population and size in the state. We're #1 in the state participation. That means a lot. That shows a lot. So shows you got good programs up here and want those kids to do it.
Well, that's what we want to continue.
Right.
And, there are gonna be big shoes to fill, but
Oh, yeah.
hopefully,
Yeah.
we can grow with us and, have real strong programs to continue.
Yeah. But the ultimate goal is to try to find somebody to replace.
To be able to match as much as we can with that capacity that Dennis has created is the goal.
Try not to have such a big gap in there that we lose. Things start to drop off.
And it would.
You don't have to have all of the knowledge of Dennis, but he'd be able to find people to do the programs,
Yep.
Right.
because you.
You gotta
never
coordinate
find
the thing.
anybody.
You'll
there's
never
a-
find anybody that passionate about that job.
No.
I don't think. Dennis, like,
And have the dedication that Dennis has.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
And there
we
is
might
a
get
party
one
for
watching.
Dennis. I think it's the 27th.
Yeah,
Mhm.
29th.
29th of January.
Yeah, there's a retirement party.
Well,
Have you got any questions for us or?
You got anything? I don't. We kinda,
gave us every ounce of information we
Yeah.
needed and that's, so it's good to know.
thank you for coming in. We'll keep you in
Well,
mind when we
thank
come
you
to
for your
budgeting
time.
time.
Thanks, guys.
Yep, thank you.
Yep. The only thing left we've got is next week's agenda items. You guys gonna get anything to add?
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Other than possibly engaging a lawyer for DD 14?
We should probably get that on next week's meeting.
Yeah, and the other thing that should go on there is the resolution to close the roads. And Teresa's already got a copy of that. I think it ought to go on there.
Yep.
Those would be
Get it done.
the two things that I would add to it.
Before we get another blizzard.
And then, yeah, reminder about that workshop on Wednesday, because she's gonna have to post it, so.
Yeah, we're still in a meeting. But you're a department head, so.
Yeah.
This is just department.
Well,
Did you tell them about this? Cause they might try and contact them too, since Motorola.
Oh, yeah, there was a threat advisory came out this weekend that, someone was posing as a Motorola employee. And trying to gain access to, dispatch. ESAC
They're
stuff.
trying to get in here.
Well, it wasn't here, it was
Nationwide or?
nationwide, there were like multiple ones, and they said they didn't really know who the threat actor was, but it was someone pretending to be a Motorola employee, so.
In case you
guys
guys
Yeah.
get contacted.
Well, I ignore a lot of emails.
If we get contacted, they say Motorola and radio system. like, we're talking to the wrong people.
Yeah, yeah,
Go to
yeah.
the sheriff's
Even if they
office.
say Colin Day.
Yeah,
Yeah, or-
exactly.
I could
So-
see him trying to contact you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we got all kinds of.
Okay. Thank you.
That better let you know.
Yeah,
Yep.
appreciate that.
So if there isn't anything else, I will take a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion, a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We are adjourned.